Hello students, this class is for class 7 and we were with the chapter light energy. So far we have discussed that is the some characteristics of light, and one characteristics of light is its reflection of light, and we have also discussed what is the characteristics of its reflection. So today we are starting from the plane mirror, that is due to the reflection of light we can see our mirror image in any polished surface, that is for example mirror. And what is plane mirror? So the first thing is plane mirror. In case of plane mirror, we draw plane mirror something like this. If we draw a plane mirror like this, it has two surfaces. It has two surfaces. One is polished surface, the portion that we see, the shiny surface, and other portion. If you see the back side of any mirror, you can see it is very opaque. Okay, so one is polished surface and other is opaque surface. But if I say this portion is polished surface, after this polished surface there is some silver coated surface. After this polished surface, this portion is silver coated surface. Okay, so this portion is polished surface, and after that there is a silver coated surface, and to protect that silver coated surface, that silver portion, that silver surface is protected by an opaque object. Okay, so this dash portion is some opaque material. Okay, so three kind of things are there. One is polished surface. Okay, next is the silver coated surface, or you can say silver surface. And to protect that silver surface, it is covered with an opaque material. To protect the silver surface, it is covered with an opaque material. Now how reflection occurs in this kind of, this is the plane mirror, and this polished surface is actually the reflecting surface. This is the reflecting surface. Light reflects from this surface. That means light actually enters from this portion. Entering of light. Light enters from this portion. You know that I have said that light is reflected most from surface, polished or shiny surface, and it cannot pass through opaque medium. It passes through transparent medium, but it cannot pass through any opaque medium. So if it passes through this, if it enters through this polished surface, due to the presence of this opaque material, the light cannot pass through it. Okay, the first thing is, due to the presence of opaque material, light cannot pass through it. And what happens if it cannot pass through is, that means it will reflect from that portion. So light is entering, it cannot pass like this. This thing cannot happen. It cannot pass through this for this opaque material, and that's why after entering from this portion, it will reflect. It will reflect like this, reflection. So what is the property of this silver coated surface? So light is actually reflecting from this silver coated surface. You know it is very shiny. Silver is very shiny. So we know the extent of reflection is very high for any shiny thing, and that's why silver coated surface is given, so that the reflection is most. Maximum light reflects and we can see our mirror image very well. So opaque material is given to protect the silver coated surface, and second function is, due to the presence of this opaque material, the entering light cannot pass through it like the transparent medium. So if it cannot pass through it, it will reflect, and it will reflect from that silver coated surface or silver surface, and that is the reflecting surface, and we can see our mirror image. So that is whole property of plane mirror. So next we are going to the process of reflection. So process of reflection. Suppose we are taking a plane mirror like this. This is M1. Okay, this is the plane where light will be reflected. So light is falling like this. Light is coming like this, and after striking the surface, after striking this surface, it is returning back like this. So if I say this point is O, this point is O, and light is coming from the source A. So from the source A, light is coming, it is striking the surface at the point O, and it is returning back to the same medium, and say this point is B. So light is coming like AO, and it is going to the same medium like OB. This arrow route, coming and going. This process is reflection. If I now next, if I draw a normal or perpendicular over the plane, this is ON. This is perpendicular over the plane M1. M1 is plane, and ON is the perpendicular. ON is the perpendicular over the plane. What does it mean perpendicular? That means the angle of ON with M1 is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Perpendicular or normal, ON is perpendicular or normal to the plane M1. Okay, ON is perpendicular or normal to the plane M1, and normal means this angle, that is the angle between M1 and ON. This angle is 90 degree. That's why it is perpendicular or normal. Now, there are some kind of factors that are related to the process of reflection. That is incident light, reflected light, the point of incidence, and this normal. So the first point is incident ray. What does it mean incident ray? The ray that is coming initially from this point A. Okay, so this ray, that is OA, is known as the incident ray. That is initial to incident ray, and it is reflecting to the line OB, and so OB is known as the reflected ray. OB is known as the reflected ray. To the point O, this point, the incident ray is reflecting, and that's why it is known as the point of incidence. Okay, so O is known as point of incidence. OB is reflected light. OA is incident ray. And for ON, I have said that it is the perpendicular or normal to the point of incidence. Perpendicular or normal to AM or to the point of incidence. Now, after drawing this, why we have drawn this perpendicular or normal to the point of incidence, because we have got two angles there, that is these two angles, the angle between this perpendicular and OB, angle between reflected light and OM, this one angle, this angle, and angle between the incident ray and OM, that is this angle. These two different angles we have got. So these two angles also have some name, and they are known as angle of reflection and angle of incidence. Okay. So what will be the angle of reflection? You know, this is the reflected light, and compare this, and this will be angle of reflection. Angle of reflection, that is the angle of reflection, we can say that is the angle BOM. This is the angle of reflection, and this angle is angle of incidence. This is incident ray, and so this angle is angle of incidence. So angle of incidence is represented by small I, incidence, the I from incidence, and the angle of reflection is represented by small r, that is r from reflection. So the normal is drawn to show the different angles and of incidence and reflection, and that is the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So in the next class we will start from the laws of reflection. Today we have discussed up to the whole process of reflection and different terms related to the reflection. So next class we will start from the laws of reflection.